Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud, and this is the challenge Ride or Dies, episode 2 recap, Friend or Foe, watched by 420,000 people, which is actually really, really low. Like, I haven't brought up viewership in a while, but it is down. Someone made a comparison 2 years ago in 2020, Double Agents, their second episode was watched double that, 840,000. And actually, yeah, I think it was Double Agents that was viewed a lot. It might have been just because, like, oh, there's no sports on or something like that, or maybe they hit their stride with Double Agents. But either way, yeah, that was a very successful, just in terms of viewership, season. But now we have this, and it's super low. Like the episode before, I think we lost. We lost viewership, right? So people weren't just like, "Oh my god, we got to tune in for bananas." In fact, some people were like, no thanks." Wait, hold on. What's his partner? Oh, Nani. Oh, double no thanks. I don't know. It's interesting. In this episode, though, it's troublesome. There's a lot of things where. Let's just get into it. Oh gosh, Nani's mom passed away. Okay, super super sad, right? But even if I, wow, this is gonna sound mean, but like with Nani, even if her mom didn't pass away or anything terrible like that, she always cries on camera, anyways. She's so emotional, like all the time. So you're getting like this, you're getting Nani how she usually is, anyways. I'm not trying to say like, oh, we make light because she lost a family member, but it's just like she cries all the time, anyways. It does suck. It's too bad, but you know what? It starts off the episode, Nani, rather troublesome, and then we're gonna see some more crap. But before we do, let's talk about something other, something so terrific. Tori is saying like how she went through depression after her split from Jordan. They were engaged to be wed. That was done publicly on War of the Worlds 2. And Cara Maria said, she's like, oh, it's fake, it's fake. I don't know, was it? Because Tori's hurt is very real, right? And she's like, I had to go on antidepressants now. I had to go on medication. And for a while I was like, is it those things she's wearing? Is that your antidepressants? I was like, what is that? What are those? So anyways, let's move on though to some terrific news. Nam is DQ'd yet again. His partner, Emmy, quit on him. They weren't ride or die in a lot of ways. They didn't even know each other. They were just put together because they were both German, or from Germany, TV shows. And apparently she's like, well, she's like, no one talked to me when I was there, and Nam told me to be quiet, or something like that, and they don't even know each other, So I don't know, it's terrible. And we didn't really cover this on the podcast before, but yeah, there was this big list on StopBeingPolite.com where they're like, ranked from fakest to realist ride or dies, and a lot of them are just thrown together because public producers are like, oh, we want you on the show. This person, just pretend you guys are together or something like that. You guys know each other because we already know. Jordan, he's going to be showing up. They didn't show Nisa, but that's going to be his partner, and that was thrown together. My gosh. Okay, so going forward, though, with all the bullshit established, so Nam's gone, we got to get into balancing act, which at first I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. This is kind of interesting. There's no puzzle, no math, right? But you jump in the water, you swim, you get on the crates. This is sort of returning every season now, because they did something like that for Challenge USA. They did something like that for All Stars 3, I believe. They did that in War of the Worlds 2 or 1, perhaps. So yeah, it's gonna be the new trivia day or something like that, or the eating mission. It'll be like, oh, swim out to these crates, swing by, and do something. But what you have to do though, which I thought was going to be cool, you both have to make it on this platform that's on this, it's like a seesaw, right? And you both have to land on it, and then you have to make sure that it's steady so that right when it's balanced, the whistle will be blown, right? Okay, so what I've noticed, I swear to God, this is what I saw. People would, like, jump on this side, and, it'll be, like, moving like this. And as soon as it was level for that fraction of a second, that's when the whistle was blown, or the horn. But really, it's like, it was going like this. They weren't actually balanced at all, It was just... And so I'm like, oh, so what was the point of... whatever, right? So already, I'm like, I was already kicked while I was down. Now I'm left. There's a bunch of bullshit going on, These are fake teams, How are we supposed to believe who actually won? Especially when they don't show us the times on this one, and then they give it to, like, Bananas and Nany, right? I mean, they could have won. They could have. But you had other people going before them. Horacio, and these are the only teams that were able to accomplish it. Horacio, which is not Horatio, as I pronounced it before. Horacio and Olivia, they complete it. I like those two. Devin and Tori complete it. Very nice. And then, what? Casey comes back. Casey and Kenny. They were taken out of the game in episode 1 unceremoniously. They weren't even shown being let go or told why, We weren't told why. And then they come back in this episode. What is going on here? Are they, the first thought was like, okay, well, maybe it's because Princess Nany is upset, she's crying about her mom, which is, hey, I understand. But it is weird that she would come on this show if she's still so fucking affected by it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they're like, hey, we gotta make sure this bitch gets laid this season, otherwise she's gonna just fall apart. So let's bring in Casey and Kenny. So yeah, they finished. But it was given to Bananas and Nany. They win, and really, it's just like all the wind is getting taken out of the sails because you're like, ooh, a rookie revolution. So let's go into... Okay, so this is one of the worst parts. Okay, so this is after they win. And Nany goes back into the house. And then she walks up to Turbo. And she's like, hey, I heard that you want to go in. And I'm asking you, should I put you in? Or something like that, right? So right away, Turbo... And people might view this differently. Some people will be like, oh my god, he wouldn't let her finish. Wouldn't let her finish. But to me, I'm like, finish what? She wants to put him in. They're supposed to be friends. She's gonna put him in, just for the little excuse. She's not even personally affected by it, but she goes in there and he's like, okay, we're supposed to be friends, and you're already talking about put me in. Then put me in. He's kind of over it, right? And he actually tries to leave several times, but Nany's like, no, you don't get it. I have the power. Like, fucking power. Drunk on power, man. And okay, so all of this though, as soon as it started to happen, where I'm like, oh, you're gonna put in Turbo, I thought of when she did the same thing, Nany, to her fucking friend Jenna. Remember, they were supposed to be really close and stuff. And on Total Madness, I think it was um, Jenna's piece of crap husband, Zach, was like, oh, miss you. You should come over here. I don't care that you're doing good in the game and you might win and make money and become your own person. You gotta get over here and help me. And then he'd like throw fits and he'd like hang up and shit like that. And so Jenna's going through all this stuff. And people were like, does Jenna want to be here? And Jenna would say like, well, I am upset, but it's not going to affect my performance. And it didn't. She fucking beat Tori in elimination, you know? And I thought people would believe her. But no, Nany was like, I'm going to put Jenna in because she looks like she doesn't want to be here. And Jenna's like, no, I do want to be here. I could click off the emotions to just physically do the thing. Like So yeah, this is Nany. This is to know Nany is and to be liked by her is a terrifying thing in this game. So yeah, I don't know. Some people were like, "Oh, Turbo, he's full of himself," which he is. But Nany's showing up, winning, and then she's like, "I have the power now. You don't walk away from me." Shit like that, right? I don't know. I'm not a Nany fan whatsoever, and this is a whole lot of Nany going on. Let's get into the interrogation. Bananas and Nany, they're like, hey, well, we heard that it's basically, Johnny and Raven, they were like, oh, this is Rookie Revolution 2 and shit like that. So word reaches their ears, so Bananas like, okay, well then let's put in the people that we think are part of that group, who are the rookies and stuff. And he's very good at picking out the rookies. I guess it wasn't that fucking hard, but has in Johnny and Raven. Johnny was like, yeah, I understood that I could be in here now, I said what I said. I'm not like taking it back or pretending I never tried, so I like that he's not scared or anything like that. Horacio and Olivia, they're a little shocked. They're like, oh, didn't we perform very fucking good? Jay and Michelle cries because she's like, Nany, I thought we were friends. Yeah. And you know what? You are. But that's what Nany does to her friends, Michelle. Whether they were crocodile tears or not, Michelle, cry, don't cry, make Nany cry, don't make her cry. I really don't think it works. It doesn't matter. That actually reminds me of Nany and Anissa, and I think it was Double Agents, where Nany could now steal a partner, and then Anissa's like, I know you want to take Fessy away from me. Just don't do it. And she starts to like cry, and they both cry, but they do it, Nany does it anyway, It's just, oh my gosh. Maybe I should have left, those viewers. Because I was dreading Bananas and his shenanigans and his stupid shtick. But holy crap, no. Nany was like, no, it's about me. Me. Okay, and then for the fourth team into an interrogation is Turbo and Tamara. Turbo's like, I'm not going to sit here. Like, what is this? Like, Nany's trying to pretend that they're friends, yet she's on this power trip. She's like, no, you will sit there. And Turbo just gets up. He's like, let's get out of here. Tamara, come. And they're not even together. Right? Yeah. Horacio and Olivia seem like they're real. Jay and Michelle seem like they're real. Johnny and Raven, I don't know enough. They could be real. Are they real? I don't know. But Turbo and Tamara, they weren't dating. God damn it. Oh, shit. Okay, well, oh my gosh, it only gets worse. Let's get into the zone where you have to, it's the draw 2. You have to draw the frickin' sword from the stone. And Jay and Michelle get safety, and they save Johnny and Raven. Now, Michelle, she was like, hey, I don't think we should be attached to Johnny anymore. I think, if anything, he should go in. So hopefully he's, if he leaves, then we don't have that attachment anymore, But Jay's like, oh, Well, very good point, Michelle. But he's a friend of mine. I can't. I don't know. Like I promised. So the whole thing, and one of Bananas' things was like, we're gonna break up that group. Someone's gonna have to betray someone. But Jay was like, no. I mean, I'm gonna straight up say like, hey, I will not break my word. We're gonna save Johnny and Raven. And Michelle is a true ride or die. She's like, I've said my piece, tried to explore, maybe pushed you, tried to nudge you a certain way, but really, say it. Do what you want. I'm your ride or die. That is what it's all about. So, Horatio and Olivia defeat Turbo and Tamara, and someone else was in that elimination. Could you name about just name 8 people that might have helped? So the whole house helped Horatio and Olivia defeat Turbo and Tamara. You should not be able to help in eliminations at all. They kind of did it correctly. They put a divider. Was it Spies, Lies, and Allies, I think? Yeah, because like Emmy, the weird fucking alien chick, she was trying to work the puzzle, and CT couldn't see, but he was like, hey, look for the shapes. You know what I mean? Start at the ends. Stuff like that, right? Everyone could see. It was a game of memory, which would be cool. I was like, oh, this is fun. Yeah, man. This is sweet. But it was ruined because it wasn't fair. If Turbo has to get thrown in there because he has been burning bridges socially, and Nani is just that sort of person, let them lose, right? Or gosh. And it's not like I was rooting against Horatio and Olivia either. It's just not fair. It's not right. This is one of the worst examples of getting help, because like there were so many eyes, oh my gosh. So oh god, this was such a terrible episode. So let's end it with this. Someone shows up. Jordan shows up alone. He doesn't have a partner. He's just there. And Tori's like, oh shit, oh gosh, give me the ice strips. Those are medicinal. So yeah, Jordan doesn't have a partner, although we know who she is. Why are they drawing that out? Are they going to make Aneesa walk out and in at the beginning of the episode? I don't know. It reminds me of Challenge USA when they had the algorithm. And so at the beginning of the episode, you were always given something new to talk about because now you have a new team right there at that elimination, and then the episode unfolds. So maybe they're trying to duplicate that by just having these people show up, and it's like, hey, Bananas, you got to avoid one mission. All right, come on in. Jordan, you got to avoid 2 missions. And Aneesa. And then who knows when Darrell and Veronica show up. Like, was that how it was sold to them? Like, Bananas like, I won't come back unless I get paid an equal amount and I don't have to do as much work. You know what I mean? It sucks. Who the fuck? Final Reckoning, Ashley and Hunter. Remember they got to avoid so much of those missions and shit and then just show up and then they won. She won. They shouldn't have won, actually. It should have been Sylvia and Joss. Oh, I still hold on to these slights by producers. But yeah, I don't know. I just think all the fakeness that was going on, we're just supposed to like, oh, okay, Banaz and Nani won again. Even though he does win a lot. It's just, I'm very like, I don't know, very weary, I'm still burned by the end of Challenge USA and all the producing bullshit that was happening behind the scenes, you know? So, yeah, it was tough. It was a tough episode to swallow, but I did it. So let's look forward to episode 3. Like, subscribe, comment. This was Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud.